I don't forget to save your file, no? So after I exit the file that I have made, that will be part 3. Okay. If you save that one, so you will see here in the project name das A. So makikita nyo yung part na yan. So which means that this file is inside. Now if you're going to click this one, so usually wala na siya, hindi siya makikita because it is have a different project name. Now if I'm going to click on this one, so yun ang makikita ng laman niya. Now I will going back to this file, so just going to double click left mouse button on this part to open this one. Okay, so we are now on the modeling of 3D modeling of the part file. Now I want to add more on the extrusion command, no? So if I going to let's say command again, extrusion. Okay, so I have here, so sinasabi diyan, select the pane to create a sketch or existing sketch to edit. Okay, so if I go, so it is like creating a new sketch. So this one I will be creating on the sketch on this space. Now if I'm going to click on this one, so you will see there's a sketch. So we have punta tayo sa sketch. So that will be sketch 2. Now looking back here, we have sketch 1. Now this is a new sketch 2, so which is the reference. I'm going to place that home here. The reference is on this surface, no? Then I can look on this one, then I can create a rectangle here, so that using a 2-point rectangle, so starting from here going there. Okay, so I have now the rectangle created. Then I can finish the sketch, then I can extrude that profile. Okay, so you will notice I can adjust this one whenever I want to, kung anong thickness na gusto ko. So let's say I'm gonna input here 0.5 inches. Okay, then click OK. So mapapansin nyo, it is being created on this surface. Okay, so take note, we going back on that one, no? It's supposed to be that we must constrain yung, we forgot to adjust yung dimension niya. So going back on that one, so we have your sketch. Okay, so you can double click on this one and going back on that one. So mapapansin nyo, we have 4 dimensions needed to be constrained, so which is not constrained. So let's say this one dimensions yan, usually naman yun ang nagiging problema niyan. Wala tayong constraint ng mga dimensions, kaya natin nabigyan ng dimensions yung natin. That could be the problem here. Then we're going to constrain yung offset distance niya, this one, and also this one also. Okay, so you will see now that our sketch is now fully constrained. So take note, it's a good practice to always to constrain yung drawing niya. For example, if not constraint yan, usually galaw-galaw na lang din yan doon. Let's escape that one. So you can, if there is no dimension, so for example this one and this one, so if there is no call this constraint nung ano na yan, so I can gagalaw siya ng gagalaw ng ganun, so which is not good. So best practice is to constrain muna natin yan by adding the dimensions. Now click finish. So we have here backing again to your extrude, no? So you're going to use your this one. Okay, gamitin natin yung orbit, so you can see ang itsura ng natin. Then if I want to again extrude, no, or let's try to, pwede rin kasi we have hole, let's try to explore more on the extrude, no? So again, I'm going to command extrude ko, then sabi dito select a plane to create sketch and existing sketch to edit. So I'm going to click on this one, this side. Then I'm going to draw a circle. Then, then dimension, the diameter of this one. Click OK. Then dimension also, starting from the center, the wall of that. And mapapansin nyo, we still have one dimensions needed to be constrained. So, since yun dito lang yun, then we have to constrain on this side. So, I'm gonna click this one. Then we have your fully constrained na natin yung drawing. Now, going back, I'm going to click the finish button here. Then, I'm going to press extrude. Now, this time, mapapansin nyo, we have here the direction. So, usually, if you're going to click that one, so, ang mangyayari is, yun ang cut niya ng takbo ng extrusion mo. Now, I can extend this one. So, or I can use this one also. So, mapapansin nyo, we've been extruding, mirroring at both sides. So, if I can extend this one, and so on, if I don't want, kung anong gusto ko, kung ano yung nire-require sa drawing ninyo, we can extrude that one. Or we can use the asymmetry. Okay, so, example, this one. So, I can adjust ito kung ano lang ang lalim. Then, kung ano lang ang laki nito. So, I can do that one. So, it depends sa pangangailangan ninyo. Then, for me now, we'll do extrusion on this one. And, what I'm going to do is to cut here. Okay, then I'm just going to so we have here cut, no, and we have here join. So later on we'll try to explore on this one, and we can use this one. So this is to the plane. Okay, we'll try to use, if it is effective here. So we have a plane requiring kung hanggang saan lang siya. So usually this is a plane na wala pa naman tayo sa plane, so disregard na lang muna natin to. Then we focus on this side. So I want to cut. So since we are cutting, so we're Boolean operation, it will be cut. Okay, because puputasin natin tong cube na ito. Okay, so then for taper, let's say for taper naman, you can say that will be, so this is a degrees, no, yung opening. Okay, so we can change this one kung ilang taper lang ang required mo. So let's say this is 5 degrees. Sorry, if we input a 5 degrees taper, so mapapansin nyo, it will be like a conical, no? Then it will say that is 1 degrees taper and so on. So initially you're gonna put 0. So taper is like making a conical. Then I'm gonna click OK. So as you revolve that one, shift, then use your middle mouse button, hold that, hold press the shift plus the middle mouse button. So we have here your extrude surface. Okay, now isa pa rin kagandahan din using software is that if we want to extrude on this surface, usually pag sa AutoCAD, mahirap na yung mga ganitong type of extrusion. If I want to extrude this part, so I can easily go there and make a drawing. For example, I want to draw this one. So let's try circle naman. Oh no, let's try okay, rectangle. If I want to draw rectangle here and extrude this one. Okay, so mapapansin nyo, we have already constrained at this side. So we have 3 dimensions now to constrain that one. So to constraining that one and this one. Okay, so you have 1 dimension needed to constrain. So pwede nito, it will be over constrained, I think this side. Okay, so that's it. So fully constrained. So bakit hindi na natin kailangan constrain dito? If we want to see all, right click on that one and show all the constraint. So I want to show all the constraints. So you will notice here we have a projected line here that is means it is constraint na siya dito sa line na ito, which is the projected line. If we're going to, ano yung projected line na yan? So that is the line na dugtungan nung ano dito. Yeah, that's one. So if you're going to see, we have a projected line from here to going there. So yun yung projected na yan, kung bakit saan tayo na-constraint doon, kung bakit nagkaroon ng constraint yun, because we try to use that one. Now if we want to remove that constraint, so pwede naman yun. So for example, this one, so I'll just have to right click on this one and delete that constraint. So mapapansin nyo, so one dimension is required to constraint. So if I will going to move this one, so, and moving this one, so we still have natin magalaw, but supposed to be we need to constraint on that one. So let's try to delete this projected line. So this is a projected line from yung kanina, no? So mapansin nyo, it cannot be dragged on this side. On this side can be dragged. So yun yung hindi siya naging constraint. Now, so to constrain this one, so we will be adding a dimensions from this point till this point. Okay. So mapansin nyo, still one dimension is required to be constrained. So let's try to add more dimensions. So for this one, so let's try on this side. Kung hindi pa siya okay, that will be fully constrained. So constraint na natin siya. So mapansin nyo, we have fully constrained the sketch. So I'm gonna click finish. Then I'm going to extrude this one. Okay. So if we're going to cut, mapapansin nyo, Boolean Operations, so ang takbo niya on the other side. No? If I want to add the Boolean Operations, so ang takbo niya po ganito naman. So try to playing this one. So I'm just going to, so take note, yung profile, no? For example, if you want to change the profile, so paano kung halimbawa I want to extrude yung surface na ito outside, so I'm gonna, for example, I want to change the profile, so that's not selected, this one, selecting this surface, okay, so that will extrude that one. But if we have this line connecting, okay, so we can extrude that one surface also. So since it's not being connected here, so because it is an open box, no. But if it's closed, but usually we can do that by means of projecting line, but later on we'll do that one. So just only exploring the extrude, so we can do a little practice on this one. So para maging familiar kayo, then click OK. So doon yung makita na how very ano siya in terms of 3D operations on mechanical parts, mechanical drawing. So very handy itong gamitin ng Autodesk Inventor pag modeling ng mga parts and so on. Then I was going to click here home, then you can also try this one. So I'm going to do here a perspective. So yung mapansin nyo, so perspective view na siya, tsura niya. Okay. So you can change this one to perspective, okay, ortho, okay. So mapapansin nyo yung changes na how it does affect yung pag-ortho and perspective. Okay. So now looking back in our model window, this one, so mapapansin nyo, so if you're going to see, click the extrusion, so yun, naka-highlight siya, then under it is a corresponding sketch, then this one also extrusion 4, under it has its own sketch. Now if we're going to right click on this one, so we have visibility. Okay, so mapapansin na palagi yung sketch na. Okay, so makikita na siya. So if we're going to hide that one, visibility, okay, so hindi na siya makikita. So also the same this one, if I will going to highlight the visibility or check the visibility, so yung dimension niya are show in the 3D model. Now to make it clean, so I'm just going to hide this one. This one. I'm gonna hide it this one. Okay. So and also this one, we'll hide this one, the visibility from your sketch, of our sketch.